Muscles of the leg consist of anterior muscles, lateral muscles, and posterior muscles. Anterior group, it is, first of all, musculus tibialis anterior, extension and adduction in ankle joint. Then this muscle, musculus extensor hallucis longus, and last is musculus extensor digitorum longus. From musculus extensor digitorum longus separates small muscle which goes to fifth metatarsal bone, that is said peroneal muscle, musculus peroneus tertius, said tertius. Next, lateral group. It is two peroneal muscles, musculus peroneus longus and brevis. That is why name of this small muscle, peroneus tertius, said, because first and second they are musculus peroneus longus and musculus peroneus brevis. These two peroneal muscles in lateral group and one peroneal muscle in anterior group. Long peroneal muscle in plantar surface of the foot continues into sulcus tendinis musculi peronei longi, that is in which bone, remember, which bone of the foot has sulcus tendinis musculi peronei longi. Cubate bone. Pass through this groove in cubate bone and attach to first metatarsal bone, and short peroneal muscle attached to fifth metatarsal bone. Both of them participate in abduction in ankle joint and also flexion. And posterior muscles. Posterior muscles of the leg consist of superficial and deep. Superficial muscles are, first of all, gastrocnemius muscle. It has medial head and lateral head, two heads of gastrocnemius muscle. Below of this muscle, next is musculus soleus, and together two heads of gastrocnemius muscle and soleus muscle combined in one muscle, that is triceps, musculus triceps sura. This muscle has very strong tendon, Achilles tendon, which is attached to tuber calcaneum. Another superficial muscle is musculus plantaris, but this muscle is absent. Sometimes it is absent, the same like musculus palmaris longus, and this muscle, musculus plantaris, is also absent at this corp. And deep muscles. Deep muscles, they are musculus flexor digitorum longus, this one. Then musculus tibialis posterior, it is, and musculus flexor hallucis longus. And again, flexor digitorum longus, tibialis posterior, and flexor hallucis longus. That is all about muscles. Now some words about muscles of the foot and then topography. Muscles of the foot consist of plantar muscles and dorsal muscles. In dorsal surface we have short extensor of toes, that is musculus extensor digitorum brevis and musculus extensor hallucis brevis. Two dorsal muscles, extensor digitorum brevis and extensor hallucis brevis. In plantar surface we have three groups, like on the hand. It is medial group, then lateral group, and between them middle group. In medial group, most superficial muscle, that is musculus abductor hallucis. Below of abductor we have musculus flexor hallucis brevis and adductor, musculus adductor hallucis. They are in middle group. In middle group, most superficial muscle is musculus flexor digitorum brevis. Another muscles, musculus quadratus planta, 4 lumbrical muscles, musculi lumbricalis, and interosseous muscles, musculi interossei plantaris and musculi interossei dorsalis. And in lateral group, most superficial muscle is musculus abductor digiti minimi, and below of it musculus flexor digiti minimi brevis. And on the foot, on plantar surface of the foot, we can see two grooves. Medial and lateral plantar grooves, sulcus plantaris medialis and sulcus plantaris lateralis. Medial groove between musculus flexor digitorum brevis and musculus abductor hallucis. And lateral groove between also flexor digitorum brevis and abductor digiti minimi. That is all about foot. Now some words about topography of the leg. That is popliteal fossa. Popliteal fossa has rhomboid shape and superior angle laterally consists of what? What is this muscle? Help me.
Musculus biceps femoris.
Biceps femoris, yes. It is long head, short head, and whole biceps goes to the head of fibula. That is laterally in superior angle and medially musculus semi-tendinosus and semi-membranosus. That is superior angle of popliteal fossa. Inferior angle of popliteal fossa, it is two heads of gastrocnemius muscle, musculus gastrocnemius. A lateral and medial head of gastrocnemius muscle. This is lateral. Yes, it is lateral, and here it is medial. In popliteal fossa, we can see tibial nerve. It is most superficial position under the skin. Here it is tibial nerve. Deeper we have popliteal vein, vena poplitea, and deepest position in popliteal fossa in popliteal artery. Nerve, vein, and artery, NVA, nerve, vein, and artery. From popliteal fossa start canal, and this canal continues to the leg, that is canalis crura popliteus, crura popliteal canal. And tibial nerve continues into this canal. This canal is in space between musculus soleus, musculus, it is musculus soleus, that is posterior wall, and anterior wall, musculus tibialis posterior. Between soleus and tibialis posterior muscles, we have cruropopliteal canal. Another canal is canalis muscule peroneus, superior and inferior. Superior canal. That is common peroneal nerve, and this nerve goes into superior canal, canalis muscule peroneus superior. This canal between fibula and long peroneal muscle, that is musculus peroneus longus laterally and medially fibula, and common peroneal nerve goes to this canal. And inferior canal, it is also between fibula and posterior muscles, between musculus tibialis posterior and musculus flexor hallucis longus. These two muscles in posterior group and fibula, we have canalis muscule peroneus inferior, and arteria peronea pass through this canal. That is all. Three canals, cruropopliteal, superior and inferior muscule peroneal canals. Near of ankle joint we have a retinaculum. In anterior group, retinaculum extensorum. In lateral group, retinaculum peroneorum. And in middle group, middle ankle, we have retinaculum flexorum. But it is very easy. This retinaculum fused with the bones and makes canals, and each tendon passes through its own canal. For example, in anterior group, you can see here it is retinaculum extensorum. Here it is three muscles: tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus, and extensor digitorum longus. And each tendon pass through its own canal. Three canals and three muscles. One muscle in one canal. The same about retinaculum peroneorum. This retinaculum between malleolus lateralis and calcaneus bone, and here it is under the retinaculum peroneorum. We have two canals. Two muscles pass through these two canals. And the same about retinaculum flexorum. That is why it is not necessary to know names or number of this canal, just names of retinaculum: retinaculum extensorum, retinaculum peroneorum, and retinaculum flexorum. Well, that is our last classes on myology. You will answer on Thursday, yes? On Thursday. And next Tuesday, mini exam on myology. And listen to me, if you not answer your missing classes, you will not answer mini exam. That is why I recommend you to answer your missing classes. You can answer today or on Thursday, or every day we have tutorials at the evening at 5:30 in this classroom. You can come to official tutorial and answer